field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Running inside. It's Sanford. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Keeps it himself. Keeps it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hits the hole. It's Claylock. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Out wide left, it's Robinson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Drops back on first down. Gets rid of it. Holds on, it's Harris. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's a give to Robinson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw one first. Trying to escape and get it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Sanford. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
On the run, it's Blaylock. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. Gonna take a shot. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure going right. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Motion from the back. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Houston!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They give it back to him. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They're all over him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Harris. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Let's send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Left side is Jenkins. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Runs through a man. He might have space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, gonna throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. He's got the 1st down. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
On the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his tight end. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sets his feet, it's Henderson. Firing toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Out wide left, it's Martin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Big grab inbounds.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap it to the back. He's past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Sacramento State versus the Akron Zips. And it's the home team coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes.
He's got it, Allen. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Henderson. Under pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Breaks into the open. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Sells to fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! He got it, beat down in bounds.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. Right side, it's Blaylock. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. In the backfield, it's Jenkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Look out! Gets rid of it.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Got to make the play on 4th. He lost one down the sideline. Dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Jenkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's what I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Drake. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Snapped on 4th down. Fires left. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Toss sweep to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll give it to Robinson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. That's reeled in. It's Frederick. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Houston going up tempo. Drops back on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Timeout Houston, their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Looking down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
deep into the fourth quarter of this game. Down by 6. They'll have to go for it on fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. Turns it on at midfield. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wide receiver going in motion. Straight ahead, it's Sanford. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Left side is straight. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Quarterback changing the play. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Tackled almost immediately. Nah,